Hey there, everybody. This is Hillbilly Stock Picks. I kind of wanted to do a quick video and kind of recap last week's action a little bit, and kind of let you know what I'm looking at as far as going into tomorrow's trading, and just the week in general, what I kind of foresee, um, and what I'm going to be looking at. Uh, we did last week. The markets didn't do too bad up until Friday, of course, when the Fed decided to put out their jobs data, which is always just fake data. And I don't really personally pay too much attention to it. Some people who are heavily invested into the market, for long term, probably should pay attention to it. Um, However, it doesn't affect me at all because I don't invest into anything long term. It's just, in my opinion, not a smart thing to do. Um, do what you want with your money. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just basically here on this channel. I go over what I'm doing, and you can, make your own decisions as far as what you're going to do. Um, Anyhow, I think that you know we're gonna have a bounce back at some point, but I think that a lot of large caps are probably going to suffer for the next couple weeks, especially in tech, and that'll have a trickle down effect into certain areas, certain sectors, um, and there will be opportunities. There always is, but um, when it comes to large caps, I don't. I kind of stay away from them in general anyway, just because I'm here to trade, and you know I'm here to take some risk. So large caps just isn't for me. I'm looking at low float, uh, small cap, Nasdaq, uh, and New York Stock Exchange. I don't really play OTC much. It's basically gambling ultimately. Trading in general is ultimately calculated gambling, um, but the OTC is just it's something I kind of just stay away from. Uh, I think that uh, going into this week, we're going to see money pouring out of those large caps and start flowing into those small caps. And we're going to see a lot of runners. Um, as far as, American companies with the American economy the way it is, I wish we had real data with real numbers that, was clear on what's actually going on. Because, it would be a lot more helpful. Um, but, I think that China is strengthening ultimately, and it's they're going to be releasing their data here pretty soon. I think it's going to look better than most people expect it, and um, I that's kind of the area that I'm going to be looking at as far as potential runners is the Chinese and Hong Kong market, as well as Japan's market. Um, their economies are aren't as they fare better than ours at the moment, which is sad to say. But if we had an actual capitalist system, it probably wouldn't be that way. Uh, that's neither here nor there. Um, you know, um, I think you should definitely keep your eye on some of the Chinese and uh, Japanese IPOs that have debuted within the last, 6 to 8 months. There's a lot of different tickers that just blew up. Those low float tickers, they can really run. They can make you a lot of money. They can lose you a lot of money too if you're not careful. Um, but if you know how to play them, and you get there early before anybody else does, and you kind of have that forward uh, looking thinking, um, you can really make some money. Uh, let's see here. Um, Basically, from last week, I talked about Tupperware brands, ticker TUP. Not too many people covering this one, but it has been a retail favorite for the last couple weeks, and I don't think it's done yet. Um, I made a video that I said I was going to buy in at 550, which was a good support level, and that's basically what I did. I bought a couple different times, um, and I have an average of 545. Um, Currently I think the stock price is sitting basically down at the next support level in between $4.50 and $4.70. Uh, Friday, I think a lot of short sellers jumped on this one, and uh, because there's still this narrative that's being pushed that this company is going to go bankrupt. Well, when you have BlackRock and you know people with big money that come in and they're picking up shares and saying, hey, we're going to back this up. I don't see the likelihood of them filing bankruptcy. If anything, this to me kind of looks like a possible, or could be a potential buyout target. That's just speculation on my part, but I've seen this type of thing happen before, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. Um, and all they have to do is come out with another good piece of news, and I think they know exactly what they're doing and exactly when they should drop that news, um, you know, to get people, excited and get people FOMOing into it. Um, I might average down a little bit more. It kind of depends, on what happens tomorrow morning. I'm on the West Coast here in Oregon, and I'm up at 1 a.m. every morning, uh, ready watching pre-market, and that's when a lot of big price movement happens is during pre-market hours. You'll see price action that you won't see during regular market. Uh, you know, so as far as high or low, um, but I've seen stocks run up to $8 in pre-market, and then regular hours ran up maybe half that. And so I like to be up early and make the most out of the day. Um, Anyhow, that's kind of it for TUP. Uh, what I'm going to be looking for out of it. I think this one still has some price movement going higher, and if the short sellers that were brave enough to get in Friday, if they get caught up in this, it's game over for them. If they put out some decent news following up on their restructuring, so and more. So anyhow, I guess I'm gonna cut it here. If there's anything else that I kind of can think of later on, I might put out another short video. Um, it really depends. Uh, Anyhow, y'all have a good night.